Alright, everybody, looks like it's time for part two, and, looks like it's about time to do part two, and if you guys enjoyed pretty much part one already, then yeah, we're definitely kind of getting closer and getting near all the way to the end of the ultimate defeat of defeating Purple Guy, known as William Afton and all, but, we're still going to continue on with the whole so-called reaction. We're going to get this done, by the way. But at the end of the time right now, we're getting close to kind of end this whole thing exactly since we're getting close to finish it. So I'd say why not? Because we're going to do a part two exactly of this one. So let's see how long we're going to do this in part two. Because I know, in fact, we're definitely going to get this whole thing done by the minute here. So hopefully we're going to try our best and see what we got. But anyway, for real, let's do this in 3, 2, 1, go. And remember, subscribe to the original person, the original creator, and its original video, and blah, 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 blah. Subscribe to the Sly Pie, exactly of this channel. Go and subscribe. That would be appreciated. Continue and enjoy the video. And that's where he disappeared. Haha, he disappeared. Nice.
You did it. Come with me now. No, I'm not going with you anywhere. Fine, then your coworker gets it. My coworker?
No. Nice, Patrick.
It looks like a creepy masked murderer.
Nice.
The one that was the murderer in the last pizzeria, the old location, the one that killed the 5 kids. Yeah, he really pulled out.
Damn. Wow. Nice. Well, poor Patrick. Yeah, well, rip Patrick, by the way. Rip Patrick. Well, normally, hopefully Shadow Freddy does the job, and I hope that he does the job sincerely, so let's see what happens. And I hope this gets good right here, hopefully. They've been hiding from me.
I took out too much of my energy getting rid of him last time. You'll have to do it. That's why I told you to do the task. Do you know how long you must do it? Well, right now you are in the dream realm.
The dream realm.
Their spirits just need to be awakened. They've been having a long slumber. Then they'll take down that purple killer once and for all. Now go, Shadow Freddy. Find the children and strike revenge once and for all.
Interesting. Yet very interesting.
Oh, and Shadow Freddy, I forgot to mention. You must find Golden Freddy. I know you've put himself, but he cannot be harmed anymore. But you must find him. He will help you. Kill the purple man.
Yep, kill Purple Guy. Finally get revenge on him. There's the crying child. Man, I can't believe I remember the whole thing with the crying child and stuff. I mean, this is like so phenomenal right now. This is like the very best thing I'm ever kind of seen so far from this. And I'm like, dude, this video is like really professionally good. Like, this is so good right there. Like, this is like good stuff. Really, again, good basic stuff right now. Really good stuff.
I'll try my hardest. Okay, I'll try. Today,
Well, about time.
once and for all.
Yep, about time.
Shelby, the day's getting closer.
Pretty much, yeah, it is.
Our spirits will be lifted. He's invincible. There's no way we can beat him. What do you have in mind?
Man, I like this so far with this.
But I thought they'd never forgive me because they got killed at my party. It's all my fault. Okay, I need to be free. Did you see my mother? What did she say?
Impressive.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go kill him. Let's kill that purple maniac once and for all.
About time. Here we go. About time, everyone.
Brian, we're back in our suits. Now we need to find that purple maniac and kill him once and for all. I agree.
Let's go.
This will be fun. Finally, once and for all, we'll finish him. Shadow Freddy, hurry! Huh? What was that? Hey, purple maniac. What the heck? How are your spirits back in your body? I used the knife on you. You will never understand. Just like you never understand an importance of the human life, the human soul and divinity. And now you will die. I'll just hit you with the knife again. No.
Dang. Like, this whole video is so freaking basic. Like, the whole video itself is good. Really good.
Problem. Not a big deal. Don't worry, Charlie. I got you.
Nice. Dang, Bonnie really knows how to use the block pretty well.
Hit you with the knife again. No problem. Not a big deal. Don't worry, Charlie.
Man, Bonnie really actually grabbed the knife. That was pretty smart. That was like very smart right there from Bonnie. That was like a very smart move that he did. Good move and good predicament move, Bonnie. That was like a good move. Really good move. I like the move when he did that. That was like very good. Nice job. I like it. That was a pretty good move he did. Congratulations. Liked it.
Ellie, I got you. Kyle. Our spirits, we're back. We can finally kill the purple maniac once and for all.
Finally, yes.
I know. I feel it too. Come on, we need to get that purple guy. Let's go. You really thought you could beat me, Bonnie.
Oh, dang. Rip. Oh,
Sneaking up on me, Foxy. And you, Freddy.
Uh,
Finally, to kill you.
nice.
I don't think so.
Oh, big trouble now.
There's a mass murderer in the pizzeria. Evacuate now.
Yep, big trouble time. Big trouble. And also, by the way, exactly before anyone does tell me another reference too, by the way, yes, I finally caught the next final reference, by the way, that after when somehow Mike Schmidt was doing the fake purple guy, by the way, yeah, I know they were actually fist fighting each other, by the way, in the chapters of Doom that I was referring to, that, yeah, until the reference was about to sneak in, by the way, that the reference had definitely sneaked in and snuck in, by the way, that I have to say, the reference I was referring to was that the reference when somehow that, Mike Smith was definitely like, calling the, pretty much the police exactly, and like, my own fourth channel's movie, by the way, that my Mike Smith of like the timelines Mike Smith, by the way, was definitely calling the police and was actually filling up to go after the fake purple guy, which of course it was too obvious. The fake purple guy still didn't commit all of that, but the only one who did was the real purple guy. The real William Afton did that, not the fake one who did all of that. It was the real purple guy who committed all of that exactly while he pretty much went to go to the Bahamas and definitely left so way that he didn't have to deal with the price or whatever, but he did have like another henchman that was definitely so called to be fake purple guy again. That I know it does sound like they're twins, but they're considering not actually twins. They're just like a different kind of look of twins, but more like actually a bit more different and actually a bit the same. But that's all I have to say. But for now, let's continue with the rest of the video. I mean, so far we're definitely near likely at the end of the excitement, which we're pretty close to end this anyway. So here we go, everyone. Let's do this, and it's about to be the final and last moment to finish off the purple guy for good. Continue the video, guys. Continue.
You really think you can beat me that easy?
Bruh. How do you think that's gonna work? He's a shadow. Idiot. What an idiot. Really think that's gonna work?
Yeah, FBI, the murderer from 87 is back. He's back. Hurry, we need you down here as fast as possible. We need as much men as you can get. He's back and he is ferocious this time. I evacuated everyone.
Oh, dang.
Hurry, get down here. Guys, we can sort this out, right?
Really?
Marionette?
There's the puppet.
Well, I changed my mind. I decided I want my eternal revenge as well. Hey, I gotta get out of here. I'll let the spirits deal with that.
Yep, and that's where he left.
So, I'm never coming back to any of these pizzerias. And I'll start a normal life. Maybe I can work at Burger King.
Also, the same thing of the same question, by the way, I might want to ask, by the way, frankly, is that the same question. Okay, so the same question that did tell me, by the way, that Mike Schmidt somehow said that he was going to work at a different job than Freddy Fazbear's, that I'm referring to the chapters of Doom again, which that's what I'm referring to right now again, but in the meantime, I did say, by the way, that yes, and the live stream I did mention, by the way, that my Mike Schmidt, by the way, I'm referring to like the Timelines 4th channel's Mike Schmidt, though I'm not trying to confuse anyone right now. I'm not trying to confuse like literally anyone right now. I'm just trying to say that, in the time being, by the way, that I think Mike Schmidt might be able to come back as a cameo again, but the roles are going to change a lot more different and change amount of different similar roles exactly this time. But, as long as, like I said, I did figure out a little different alternatively by saying is like, oh, there's going to be something that's going to eventually say that the real purple guy might come back eventually, which I'm not too sure, but like I said, he is like having a very evil plan and very dominating plan that could pretty much likely destroy Mike Schmidt and the three other people that were against pretty much William Afton. That was like the real William Afton exactly. So that is probably my case, and that's pretty much my argument I can say. But let's continue the rest of the video since we're almost nearly done. So here we go.
I'm quitting this job. I'm never coming back to any of these pizzerias. And I'll just go let's get Burger King. I know, but I'm getting out of here. Guys, I have a special soup for
Here we go.
like he said to me. Guys, this is all a misunderstanding. I thought we were playing a knife tag.
Knife tag.
I thought it was actually real. I didn't know I had a real knife.
Bruh. Knife tag. Knife tag. What the hell is that? Knife tag? That's not even a real game. Like, are you being for real? Like, are you being for real, man?
This is a joke, right?
Exactly. Yes, Chica's right. I mean, a knife game. Oh my god, that cracked me up like a lot. That cracked me up by saying, "It's like, dude, that's no real game. It's called for the sake of getting tagged, or should I say, it's called running tag stab game. Pretty much that's what that would probably be called, but still, come on. It's not even a real game. Just for FYI.
No!
There's Springtrap. The Springtrap suit. Yep, that's when he's gonna die. Pretty much.
You're cornered. Wait a minute. This is a Springbox suit. I used to go in these all the time. Wait.
Yeah, I don't really think so, but I don't really think that's gonna be necessary. I don't really think you are not going to be able to get out of that suit anytime naturally. I think you're not going to really survive in that suit for long, which, it's going to be like a real spring lock, so that's probably why that remains to be the case, but, it's not going to work. Trust me, it really isn't going to work. And also, by the way, that, before anyone does ask that, yes, I did the same thing, by the way, with the animatronics by doing another reference, by the way, again, I actually want to say this, like a couple more references, by the way, before we end the video. Incitement of this is that, I definitely used pretty much the animatronics to corner the fake purple guy. And yes, it was the real, pretty much Springtrap suit that I actually did use, by the way, for the fake purple guy to die in there. So that way the animatronics would try to get to him, which means that they trapped him, which of course is like my animatronics that trapped him. And yes, eventually he jumped in that suit, and of course the spring lock snapped in 10 seconds, and that's when he probably died in there. So it's the same thing as you're about to see right now exactly. So watch as you guys will see this. Watch. See?
Now, I cannot be killed, and I will get out of here. 3, 2, 1.
See? There we go. Yep, there goes the spring locks. And dead.
My work here is done.
Yep, finally.
Is it really over?
It is. He died.
Finally, be dead.
Yes, he's dead.
After 10 years, we finally did it. Can't believe it. It actually happened. Guess it's time to finally be dead. It's been nice being animatronic. Sort of.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna finally be dead. And I can finally say hi to my mom.
And there they all go. Yep, they're dead. Love this sound effect, by the way.
FBI! Come out with your hands up!
Mario.
Put your hands up! George, I don't think there's anything here. Has to be. This place was open this morning and now it's a complete disaster. And everyone's gone. And that guy called about the mass murderer. Dude, there's nothing here except for this really disgusting old bloody animatronic. This place always gave me the creeps. That can't be true. They called an FBI. Come on. Alright, just cancel back up. Let's get out of here.
Man, this one was the best amazing video I had ever reacted to. Like, seriously, the best video I had ever reacted to in my entire time. Which, even though that, yes, this is technically the fourth channel that I'm reacting to, I'm already actually in reacting to. So, man, this was like the best one I ever seen in most likely a long decade. Like, very good video. Like, well done video. I'd say that it's like a very well done video I had ever watched and ever seen. So I'd say that yes, the video is pretty good. Like, it's very well amazing, and not gonna really frankly lie by the way of this entire thing, but seriously, this video, dude, is like so really good. Like, this is actually really, really good. Like, I never expected anything, like almost anything of this entire segment of this video is the best. The best one I ever seen and had ever now watched. Like, Jesus freaking moly. And yes, it definitely is Mario and Luigi, by the way, that they came into the pizzeria, even though that technically it's just, I don't really know why, but yeah, pretty much they did came in, so, that's all I had to say.
This place is gross. Well, dude, do you just want to take this thing for investigation? Nah, those things creep me out. Just leave it. Alright, now let's get out of here. Good idea. This place gives me the chills.
The end. Yep, which means it's all over, everybody. Which means it's entirely all over. Which means the whole thing is done. Yep, sincerely done. Since we have like a few more left of this. Alright, let's see what really goes on here. Yeah, go. Yep, that actually reveals that Springtrap is there. And also, another reference before we go, by the way. Yes, unfortunately, like I said, another reference by, again, that I have to say that there was entirely a reference, by the way, that for some reason, in another main reason that I figured out too, for the same cause, that fake purple guy was in the Springlock suit, and he was supposed to pretty much be there for 30 years until he probably still became this character exactly. That was Springtrap, of course, but it was like the most interesting thing I ever did exactly on my fourth channel of the top of the chapters of Doom, exactly of the chapters, by the way, I did. Man, like I said, it really brings me back a lot of memories again. That actually gives me a lot of different movements and perspectives to know why I like the different movements between seeing Slight Pies and mine, for an example, by having different outlooks of how everything went exactly, and how everything went completely a bit good and a bit insane the whole time, which, even though that's what I want to pretty much say, to be honest. Yep, that's pretty much the end of the video, and let me go ahead all the way back. So let me go ahead and do it all the way back, which of course I normally naturally do this and for most times anyway as we end the video. But anyway, this being said, everyone, this video, I have to say, is a 10 out of 10. Like, the whole video of exactly is a 10 out of 10 for me, and I have to say this was like the most interesting long video and long movie I had ever watched and ever seen yet before. Of our pretty much our eyes exactly has ever deceived us exactly for a long time, and amazingly well done. So as I can say, I give this video a 10 out of 10 because this video was good. It was well done. It was like very well amazing. And also, I actually do want to let you guys know too, by the way, that there is going to be a time that I might find another reaction video that I'll try to react to, by the way. Like, for instance, I might try to find other reaction videos I might be able to find. And of course, I might be able to do something just as the same thing as this one. But, in a very interesting long completion of all the other chapters, by the way, are like officially been chaptered in, by the way, which I think I might have like a very interesting idea and development plans by actually doing the same thing to all most likely my season one and pretty much the movie itself on the fourth channel that I actually am kind of like wanting to kind of figure out as well for myself to say at least as well. But the whole video, like I said, is so fantastic. Like this ought to be like the most fantastic thing I ever watched and the best thing I ever seen. So that is probably why, for an example, that this video, well, it was pretty good. It was very amazing. And I'd say this was like very well done and very prospectively well done. And I'd say it was like, man, this video, man, is so good. It's just so good. Like, it's really good for some out of the reason and say how awesome this turned out. So, it most likely went every other favor that the whole video itself, man, is good. Like, the whole segment was good, the cardboards were good, or for whatever that Sly Pie made exactly for the whole thing to still happen. Man, this entire thing was so good that it actually, like I said, changed my whole perspective, and I was definitely inspired by Sly Pie exactly. Even though that my fourth channel's movie and his exactly are different comparisons, even though it's different, by the way, that like I said, in a different amount of a role that, what would really happen, by the way, is I'm still continuing to do a lot more awesome stuff lately and continue, like, the things that remain to stay chaptered a little bit and remains to pretty much be foreseen and will continue to probably have a foreseeable, interesting movie future and season future of pretty much my fourth channel, by the way, of like still pretty much like continuing to make a lot more stuff better exactly and a lot more creativity exactly just to like continue more content as usual and just bring back most of the things that were still left pretty much that were unfinished, by the way, from the first one as well. And yes, by the way, I know Shadow Freddy, like I said, he wasn't appearing to be in the entire scenes, by the way, because of course it's like a deleted scene that I've never kind of did, by the way, which, to be honest with you and to be frankly with you, by the way, I'm not too sure either, but like I said, that's like a very interesting point, to be honest, by the way, that I somehow, like I said, don't really know how all that's going to probably go, but I think to say anyways, not too sure. Not really too sure, but really I'm not that very considering or whatever, but like I said, the whole thing was good. Like everything was perfect. It was like a 10 out of 10 for me, and the best thing of all, I'd say, this, like I said, my friends, was like the most interesting video I had ever seen and ever watched. The whole thing, like I said, was really good. Like everything was really good about it. Like it was so amazing. It was like really very good. So as I can say already, it is time officially to sign off and sign out anyway. So if you guys enjoy this video, remember the 4 things you have to do on this fourth channel if you're a new person to the channel. That would mean a lot, by the way, is give the video a like, comment, and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so that way you don't miss a single video that comes onto this channel like this and for much many more. So this being said, thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you guys as always, absolutely, in the next video. And it's time I say thank you guys again for having your patience and waiting your time as usual. But anyway, this being said, thank you guys again for watching, and I finally wanted to react to this whole video for a long time in this fourth channel. Like, I mean, a long time on the fourth channel, because, I actually definitely want to give you guys, like, lots of references, by the way, that actually was true, by the way, that I did use, by the way, on my fourth channel was a bit like the whole entire scenes that were a little bit more likely referenced by Sly Pie, which I definitely used a bit of the referenced, by actually having a good role by with all the characters having a good role, and some roles were different and some were pretty all right to begin with and some were good. So that's probably why I'd say the whole thing was good. It was really phenomenal. It was a good one I ever seen. So that's all I can tell you guys right now. But anyway, it is time to sign off, and it is time to officially sign off anyway. So if you guys have any questions now, then I'd say it probably be now, and it will be for now. So again, if you guys respond, then feel free to respond anytime, and that would probably be appreciated. So, anyways, this being said, thank you. See you later. Goodbye. Take care, everyone. Have an awesome time, an amazing day, and see you guys as always in the next video. Goodbye for now. See you later, and sign off. Once again, absolutely in the next video. And yes, this is the second king of Five Nights at Freddy's, and I will see you next time. This is Golden Devin-Foxy Remastered, folks, and I will see you guys, as always, in the next video. Goodbye, and sign out. Thank you, and sign off.